I'm V, and this is V's Intuition. And today we're going to do a reading all about how Spirit views your love life. I feel like this is going to be an interesting one. Okay, so let's just dive right in. Spirit, how do you view the collective love life right now? Please and thank you, Spirit. How do you view the collective's love life during this time? Please and thank you. Okay. Anything else? Please and thank you, Spirit. What else do you have? What are your views on the collective's love life during this time? And when I say during this time, I just mean whenever you see this video. Please and thank you, Spirit. How do you view the collective love life during this time? Please and thank you, Spirit. How do you view the collective's love life during this time? I think I'll try to get one more at least. Ooh. You know what? I'll take them all. Okay. Thank you very much, Spirit. Okay. Okay. Well, on the bright side, there's a lot of positive cards. I mean, I don't know. Tarot is one of those things where it's like, is it really positive or negative, or is it really just how we see it, or feel it, experience it? Sorry, it's a wee bit hot out today, so I need my hydration. Okay. Yeah. So, starting out, we have 5 of Wands. I'm honestly reading that as like internal conflict for you. You may feel like your love life isn't going anywhere, so that could cause internal conflict. And then there's the King of Swords. This could be somebody that is maybe intended to come into your life, or this could be somebody that you're currently experiencing in your love life. The Chariot card. You may be considering moving towards something, or that could be somebody moving towards you. The 3 of Cups could have to do with some person in your friend group, or somebody that you're just friendly with. 7 of Swords. Sorry, 6 of Swords. I don't know why I said 7. I knew it was the 6 of Swords. So 6 of Swords. That's telling me that you are making some sort of positive transition. The Star card, which this keeps coming out like crazy. Like the Star card pops out like crazy for the collective. Y'all are some stars for real. And then the last one, my personal favorite in this, the Sun card. It feels like this is like a story going on here. Yeah. You're going to be coming into your power in a time of happiness as well. I think when you make this positive transition here. Bottom of the deck energy is the 2 of Pentacles. So Spirit probably sees you trying to balance your love life, or I could see this as a bunch of different things. It could be like the need for balancing your love life with your other parts of your life. It could be balancing out your love life in general. If it hasn't been going your way for some time, maybe it's time to balance those scales and have it go your way. That's kind of what I'm getting so far, but let's just start clarifying. All right, starting with that 5 of Wands. Please and thank you, Spirit. Can you clarify that 5 of Wands for me? Please and thank you. In relation to the collective's love life, how do you view the love life? 5 of Wands clarification, please and thank you. Oh my goodness. That is so interesting. Oh. This is weird. Okay, let me just show you what came out. The 5 of Wands came out in the reverse, clarifying the 5 of Wands upright. The Page of Cups is coming out in reverse. Okay, so with those reversals, I'm getting a lot of fear. It's interesting though that the Five of Wands upright was clarified by the Five of Wands in reverse, so I'm almost wondering if you're changing your perspective about something. Something that once gave you conflict, internal conflict. Maybe you don't feel that same sense of conflict anymore, but there could be a fear of that reoccurring. And then the Page of Cups, I feel like you may be afraid of having a crush on somebody, or I might clarify that. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Swords. So, okay, yeah. So Spirit knows the pain that you've been through when it comes to your love life. And they see that there is this conflict as a result of that pain within yourself, within your love life. It feels very much like this conflict, this internal conflict is directly related to your love life. And I feel like you may even be afraid of new beginnings in love because of your internal conflict, your past. But I feel like, actually, before I say that, I'm gonna just see what else comes out for that Five of Wands, because I want to know if there's like, thank you, Spirit. I want Queen of Wands. Let's see. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Pentacles. So you're aware that this is going on inside of you. This conflict, this fear of love potentially. But the Queen of Wands is telling me you're a very passionate person with a big heart. So I feel like it's almost unnatural for you to have a fear of love, is what I'm getting. Or a fear of passion, a fear of romance. Getting close with that, it's like almost like it's against your natural state of being, because I feel like you're very much connected to the heart, to your heart, to your feelings, to your emotions. And I feel like you're somebody that loves to love with that Queen of Wands. And so it's like, I feel like you're gonna be realizing this about yourself, and that will give you some sense of power. Or Spirit may be helping you realize that you are this powerful being and you don't need to be afraid, because you have so much more power in these situations than you think you do. With the Eight of Pentacles, it does feel like you've been working on this fear, this inner conflict. What else for that Five of Wands, please and thank you, Spirit? You have anything else for that Five of Wands, please and thank you? Please and thank you, Spirit? Anything else for that Five of Wands? Okay. Ten of Swords. So I'm almost seeing it as bottom of the deck, Strength card. There could be a Leo somewhere in this reading. Doesn't have to be, but there's a decent amount of Leo energy showing up so far. And it's so, you know, this is interesting because the way I'm reading this is you have these fears of conflict. Potentially that conflict could be within relationships themselves. Anyways, within the relationship, or just that feeling of being conflicted within yourself in general. And then that fear of like love coming back into your life and, you know, being vulnerable. It's almost like you know that you're this powerful Queen of Wands here, but you're still, it's like you know that you have this power, but you have been made to feel powerless in your past relationships, it feels like. And so it's almost like it's definitely lingering. this energy of like being hurt, being betrayed, being stabbed in the back. And this feels like it's people that were very close to you that did this to you. And so it even looks almost like this, it looks almost like a wall of swords in this, and then it's like protecting the Queen of Wands. So it feels very much like a you know, those past experiences built a wall. It's very much giving me the Nine of Wands sort of energy, where it's like you built up a wall based off of these painful experiences from the past to protect yourself. But it almost feels like it's unnecessary to a degree. I mean, your feelings are valid, of course, and your trauma is valid, but it feels like it is creating more of a blockage in your life and within your journey by holding on to all these swords, all of this past pain, because it feels almost like you still feel like this person. You still feel like you may still feel this pain from the past, but it feels like you still feel like this weakened state, or this feeling of being powerless. Interesting. But the Ten of Swords does have a sun rising in it, as if to indicate that this has completed, and now this, like, there will be a new dawn, there will be a new day, there will be new opportunities. I might see what else comes out for that. Bottom of the deck being that Strength card, I feel like, you know, yeah, I feel like that's honestly gonna be a big part of this for you, is using that strength to overcome this baggage or to work through it, trying to release it. That could be what this strength is here for, is to encourage you to embody the Strength card, to overcome those internal demons that are like blocking you from something, that are not helping you along your journey. It feels very much like a blockage to me, that Ten of Swords. And so I think Spirit is calling you to put that to rest, you know? Anything else you want to tell me about this? Please and thank you, sir. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. Spirit, you're so funny. Okay. Okay. So we got the World card and the Ace of Cups, and the World card actually came out like this, and that's telling me that it's propelling you forward in a very positive way. So yeah. If you're not feeling this right now, this is the energy that's coming, you know? And this is all about closing out those past cycles, wanting to open new cycles, right? And so I think you're doing the work. And that's how Spirit sees it too. It may not be completely closed out, that part of your life. I'm sure it still lingers to a degree, but it feels very much like you are working through this. You are trying to release those past hurts because you want to close out that part of your life and you want to start over. You want to have a new phase of life. And you also feel more evolved now. And maybe that's something that's finally kind of seeping in, you know? Is like the fact that you have changed, the fact that you have grown and you're not that same person that you were when you were, you know, being mistreated in the past. You have a strength about you and a divine wisdom about you. And I just love that it's followed by the Ace of Cups, because that's telling me, ooh, for one, you probably have been loving yourself a lot. It feels very much like a self-love moment there. But also I'm getting the message of like, I think somebody wants to come in and offer you their cup of love. And I think I don't even know how to, it's almost like it feels almost like manifestation to a degree. It's like you know that that baggage was a blockage. And you knew that being in that past energy was not going to serve you. It was not going to attract the type of person that you want to be with when you are in that sort of pessimistic mindset. And so, it's like you want true love at the end of the day. You know, you want somebody that has a lot of feelings for you, that you can also have a lot of feelings for, and just have that back and forth. And you want it to be healing, you know? And so it's almost like, I feel like that's a part of why you're releasing that past and that hurt and that pain. Because you're ready for new. You know, and I think maybe you did have a fear of love. You did have a fear of starting over again, but I feel like you're kind of getting over that. And now you're starting to become more open-minded to the idea of somebody offering their cup of love to you. And the cutest little thing about this, the bottom of the deck energy, the Two of Cups. So Spirit is telling me that there is somebody that is on their way to you, and this is going to be, I think, what you've been manifesting. Somebody that loves you equally, you know, just as much as you love them. They give back the same energy. There's like reciprocal energy, and it's a steady back and forth, like definitely balanced, you know? It's not like one of you has more power than the other. It feels very much like balanced. You're both equal, like on equal ground, you know? So yeah, this is what Spirit sees as well. So it's like you are in manifesting mode for love, and I think that that love is coming. It probably is just in divine timing, which, you know, we can never really truly say when divine timing will take place. It just will happen when it's meant to, which, you know, is one of the most frustrating things, especially if you're looking for somebody romantically. But I feel like this is here to say, trust in your manifestation for a better future. Trust in your manifestation for somebody who truly loves you, and having that truly deep healing connection, because it's coming to you. You cleared that baggage away. You worked through that baggage. You worked through that pain of the past. And you close that out, and you're manifesting something better, something healthier. And I feel like it's coming. You know? I feel like, honestly, I feel like it's much closer than you realize for some reason. This could be like in physical proximity as well. Perhaps somebody in your community you've never really thought of in that way. Or maybe somebody you see from day to day has feelings for you. And maybe you haven't, yeah, it could be like somebody like in your surroundings that maybe you haven't thought of like that before, is the kind of energy I'm getting. But it feels like this person's closer to you than you realize. Which honestly, that could also just be a message about like this person is closer to reaching out than you realize, or it could be somebody's physically closer than you realize. So that could also be an encouraging sign. Maybe that's Spirit's way of also trying to tell you to get out in your community a little bit more. Maybe go to the local coffee shops, go to the local shops, you know, local businesses, small businesses and stuff like that. I feel like that could also be some sort of encouraging thing. Or if like your community or your town, or, you know, they throw events of some sort, go to those events, you know, because I feel like opening yourself up to those new experiences, meeting other people, you know, I feel like that's going to lead to good things. And it could be how you meet this person, because I feel like that message about this person is closer than you realize feels very significant. So, you know, apply it best how it suits you, but it feels very much like Spirit may be encouraging you to step outside of your comfort zone a little bit, and, you know, get out there and like talk with others, and, you know, get to know people. And, you know, it could always happen in a way where you know, life is crazy, where it's like you could meet somebody at a public event and, you know, they just become your friend, but then they're like, oh, you should meet my friend who's blah, 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 blah. And then you meet that friend and you guys fall in love. You know, like life is crazy like that. So you truly never know. And even if you're like going out to these public events, you know, with the hope of like maybe meeting your soulmate, who knows? You might just meet somebody that becomes a lifelong friend, or, you know, like a trusted confidant. And who knows the connections that that person has that could potentially lead you to finding your person. So it feels very much like that's important here. Also, I don't know why, but I'm really struck by the theme of balance between the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. 222 could be significant. That could be, or 22, 222, could be anything like that that is significant for you. Could be a sign or something. But it feels, yeah, it feels like both of these give me very balanced energy. And so I honestly feel like your love life is about to become very balanced. And I feel like that's going to be balanced in a very positive way. Okay, as I was starting to put away the cards, the Devil card came out. So I'm going to leave that out here and see if there's like a message behind that, because it feels like it could be. Yeah, I'll keep that there. I'll keep it a little bit separate from the rest so that I don't get too confused. Yeah, okay. So let's go into this King of Swords energy and clarify that. Please and thank you, Spirit. What do you have for this King of Swords? Please and thank you. Please and thank you, Spirit. So if this is indicating an air sign, it could be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, but I'm almost getting that this could be somebody that is very good with communication / wants to communicate with you. Okay, this person has a lot coming out for them. Okay. Okay, this is really interesting, dude. Wow. This is a whole story. Okay. Wow. Okay. First off, 8 of Cups. This is clarifying that King of Swords, just to remind you again. So this is indicating somebody that has recently walked away from something that no longer emotionally fulfills them, and they're looking for things that do emotionally fulfill them. The Justice card. This could have been something that was like a while in the making kind of feeling, it feels like. Because it feels like maybe this, whatever this person left behind that no longer emotionally fulfills them, it may have been doing more than just not fulfilling them. It could have been hurtful or harmful in some way, or even just simply stunting this person's growth, you know? Because like sometimes, you know, even it, like, I feel like too, especially, how do I word this? So people that have been through, you know, more toxic relationships and that, you know, sort of thing, I feel like we can sometimes get into relationships with people, and just the fact that they're not mistreating us is enough reason for us to say, you know, better than being alone, you know. Sure, I'm not super happy. Sure, I'm, you know, I'm not feeling super fulfilled or hopeful for the future between us, or, you know, yada, yada, yada. So it's almost like, that's kind of the energy I'm getting, is like maybe this was more of like a, yeah, it could have simply just been stunting this person's growth. But that's what this Justice card is really telling me, is like this was meant to be broken off. Like this was, yeah, meant to be. This was balancing the scales for this person. And the fact that the Wheel of Fortune card came out after the Justice card. So first off, 2 major arcana. That's crazy. This is like big stuff. So it could have even been possible that this was a long-term relationship or something that they were in, or something that was long-term, or like they considered it to be more long-term. But it's like the reason for this breaking off with whatever that is, it does feel like a relationship, but it doesn't have to be necessarily. But it feels like it was divine timing you know? Like the universe said, no, now is the time to break this off. Like, it may have even been like overdue, you know, is kind of the feeling I'm getting. Yeah, the King of Pentacles popped out as well. So I feel like this is somebody that has incredible security within themselves. They may be very mature, very grounded. Also, like, somebody in the community, it feels like, that is recognized as having some sort of power. So whether that be their boss or they're just like well known for being a hard worker or something, you know, like it feels very much like that kind of energy, like somebody that's respected for sure. But it's interesting that following that King of Pentacles is the Five of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. So this one is feeling like left out in the cold, feeling like lost even to a degree, feeling like, yeah, I'm not sure if this is related to, yeah, actually, before I say that, the Two of Pentacles, this is a craving for balance. Also double Two of Pentacles because we have the Two of Pentacles at the bottom of the other deck too. But also, let me show you what else came out. So after that Two of Pentacles was the Queen of Cups and the Seven of Wands. This Seven of Wands, though, keeps popping up in the readings recently for the collective. There's somebody that really wants to fight for this, okay? And so what I'm seeing is like, even though this guy, like, or person, you know, is super stable, super secure in their own right, there's a feeling of something lacking. And I think that lacking, what they are lacking, is this Queen of Cups. And it almost feels like these are the energies that are between the two of you. They feel distance between the two of you with that Five of Pentacles. I'm also kind of getting like maybe they feel like you do not have the same sort of feelings. Although you are a very loving, friendly, kind person. Yeah, they might feel a little bit insecure when it comes to you. And it's like they really truly want to balance this out, this connection between the two of you. But I feel like they realize that that won't happen until they take action towards you, towards communicating about these feelings. You know, like this person needs to be brave, pretty much, is like the energy I'm getting with this. Like this person needs to embody a sense of bravery, because like, you know, putting yourself out there is scary, you know? Like I'm never gonna like pretend like, oh, it's easy to, you know, go up to your crush and be like, hey baby, you want to go out sometime, you know? Like obviously it's difficult, you know? Like nobody's that calm, cool, and collected. And so yeah, it feels like this person's gonna have to put on a brave face, you know? Whether or not they're like shaking in their little boots when they come towards you, it feels very much like they know what is necessary to either heal this connection or just bring it together the way that they want. Because they do, like, I almost feel like this sense of like seeing you through, I don't know why, I feel like maybe this is a metaphor, seeing you through a window. And I don't mean that literally. I don't like mean that this person's being creepy or anything like that. I almost feel like it's like they see you. They may even interact with you, but there's still something in the way, right? Like, if like, I don't know, say you're looking in a window, on the other side is candy, and you want that candy. Like, obviously the window's in the way. You can't reach through and grab that candy. So, it almost feels like that. Not saying that this person sees you as candy, but maybe I can be. But anyways, yeah. So it's like, there's like, yeah, there's like those feelings of maybe insecurity, those feelings of like seeing you, feeling those feelings, but not knowing if you return them at all. You know, like, and maybe they feel lesser than when it comes to you for some reason. You may be more tapped into your emotions than this person because they're being represented by the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles. It's just interesting because, like, you know, I'm almost getting that this King of Pentacles here, who is, I believe, the same energy as this King of Swords, it's like they're secure in, like, a lot of areas of their life, but maybe romance and love and feelings is not one of them. You know, that's kind of the energy I'm getting. Maybe they truly don't really know how to navigate these sort of situations. Yeah, that's the energy I'm getting, because like they're truly the King of Pentacles. Like they're good, they're secure, they're stable, but it's like they don't feel like it when it comes to you, you know? And so they might just have to put on a brave face, regardless of if they're scared or not, whether they're afraid of rejection or not. They're gonna have to push those feelings aside in order to act and do what is necessary to gain balance in this situation, because it does feel like at the moment it's not very balanced, and it may just be because this person's feeling all these feelings but has no idea what you're feeling. And so it's like, that can be a scary place to be, you know? Like, just because we have a crush on somebody doesn't mean that person has a crush on us back. So it's like, it's totally normal to have those fears and concerns, you know? Like, am I obsessing over this person that doesn't even think of me more than, you know, whatever, like doesn't think about me at all? Yeah. So like this is definitely, I think, the energy that is supposed to come in towards you. And Spirit sees this person's journey and how they're feeling about this connection. And the fact that they don't feel super secure, even though they are secure in many ways in their life. Because it feels like they're very practical, very, you know, skilled, very, I think that, yeah, it feels like they're very much a boss in their area of expertise. And, you know, it could be literal, it could be more of like a metaphor, just somebody that's very skilled in their area of things. But it's like, when it comes to this connection, when it comes to feelings, I feel like they're kind of like scared and they're not really sure, and like they have like feelings of insecurity as well. So it's like, I think all of those sort of like muddle together. But they know what they need to do. They know that they need to act on this. They know that they need to fight for this if this is something that they truly want. And it feels like it is, you know? Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Pentacles, which I find really interesting because I believe that you just showed up as the Eight of Pentacles as well not too long ago when I was doing that first section of the reading. So I think you guys are mirroring each other. And I don't think either one of you knows this. I'm almost even getting, like, although like this person is putting in that work behind the scenes is what I'm feeling, it almost feels like too, I don't know, it feels like maybe the both of you are sort of focusing more on your like careers, your passions, your external motivations, like that passion project. It could be anything like that that you've been sort of pouring yourself into, and I feel like this person has been pouring themselves into their work as well. And it could be partially to distract themselves from these feelings. And again, they're like, it's giving very much like, I'm a hard worker, and like I feel like this person is very well known for being a hard worker. You may be as well, because I am getting that sort of, it's honestly giving twin flame, but like if you don't associate with that, that's totally fine and valid. But like it feels like, yeah, mirroring, you know, like, you know, you may not be exactly alike or mirror in every single way, you know, but it feels very much like a twin, like a soul twin, or I don't know. I don't even know how to word it. Like, it's just like, I don't know. You two are very similar, but I think you have healthy differences at the same time. Because especially with you being represented by that Queen of Cups, and I like that you're the Queen of Wands and now the Queen of Cups, because that just emphasizes how big of a heart you have. And I was getting that in the first section as well, like how you just love to love. And you're probably very passionate about, you know, sharing love with the world, or sharing love with the people that you care about most. But yeah, so like the Queen of Cups after that Queen of Wands is really telling me that you truly do. You're very much in touch with your heart and your emotions and your feelings. And I feel like that's where this person doesn't have as much power, stability, security as when they are in touch with their feelings. It also could be uncomfy, you know? This could be somebody that just doesn't like hanging out with their feelings because it feels, you know, like, and a lot of times we can't truly change our feelings, you know, when we like somebody, we like them. There's usually not a lot of control around emotions, so I can understand why somebody would want to repress that or suppress that. Obviously, it's not healthy to do so, but I honestly feel like, I don't know, like it feels almost like you could help this person feel their feelings or work through their feelings. I feel like almost like you could be a mentor to this person in relation to accessing those feelings in a safe space, or in a way that's like more comfortable, in a way that's like more safe to them. Like it feels very much like you will help this person become more in touch with their feelings, more in touch with their heart space. And so I'm almost getting like you two almost interlocking like puzzle pieces. You may be very similar, but you have enough differences that you kind of fit very well together. I don't know. That's pretty cool. Let's start clarifying this Chariot card. Please and thank you, Spirit. What do you have for that Chariot card? Please and thank you. What do you have for that Chariot card? Please and thank you. Anything else for that Chariot card? Please and thank you. Ooh, ba-doo, ba-doo. Okay. Anything else for that Chariot card? Please and thank you. Okay. Okay. What the heck is going on with this? Okay. Let's go with that. Let's see. What the heck is going on? What the heck is going on here? Oh, okay. So, clarifying that Chariot card, the Lover's card came out in the reverse. And that kind of caught me off guard a little bit. Because it's like, why is this person going towards something that they feel, I don't know. Honestly, that Lover's card in reverse is giving me very much the energy of like, they're afraid of the power of a connection. Because the reversals can do a lot with our fears of something. And so it feels almost like this person could be afraid of the strong connection that they feel towards you. And maybe they feel almost like you two are like a divine match in some way, or like Spirit sort of like telling them that, but they do not want to hear it. Like it's very much the energy I'm getting with that. Like it like feels inconvenient almost to this person, I feel like. Especially if they're a person that doesn't like to tap into those emotions. I feel like very much like this person's like, come on, I don't want to go through all that right now. It's not the best time, or, you know, like, can this person come back into my life when it's more convenient almost, is kind of the energy I'm getting. Like it's, yeah. And then that was followed by the Strength card. So Spirit is clearly telling this person, hey, you need to get over your fears of this because this is meant to happen. 3 of Cups. So Spirit wants the two of you to come together in union. And this doesn't have to be like marriage or anything like that. That would be like more of like a 4 of Cups, Hierophant kind of energy. Or 4 of Wands, energy to me. But the 3 of Cups feels very much like this can be a card of like reunion or just like joining together with people physically. You know, just having good times with people. It usually is like friends getting together, but it could be the two of you coming together. And I want to say, I wonder if it was the last reading I did, one of them. The 3 of Cups sort of told me that like the person wants to be friends first, so that could be coming up again here, is like starting out slow, starting out with as friends and seeing where it can build to. Yeah, actually, the Page of Pentacles, I'm pretty sure that was the other card that I got when I was thinking that in my last reading. It was the 3 of Cups and the Actually, that might have been the Page of Wands and the Three of Cups. Anyways, doesn't matter. Page of Pentacles. Starting from the beginning, there is a desire to build here. Oh my gosh. This is all clicking for me. The Four of Pentacles. That, I think, kind of perfectly sort of, I don't know, explains that Lover's card in the reverse a little bit more, because it's like, here they are holding on to something very tightly. And I almost feel like they are worried about losing themselves in you. Maybe they are worried about obsessing over you. Maybe they're worried about, you know, prioritizing you over other things that are important to them. But it also shows that this person is very closed off. Like all of his chakras, it looks like, are being blocked off by these pentacles here. And so, this person's just so afraid, like so afraid of this connection. But it's like the intensity that they're afraid of. There may even have been codependency issues in the past for this person, and maybe they're worried about falling back into that with you. But I feel like that's just their fear talking. The Temperance card follows that, and then the Nine of Cups follows that. I feel like Spirit is very much helping this person get through those negative thoughts or those fears. Yeah, like that fear of the intensity of this match. It feels very much like Spirit is trying to help them through it and heal it, you know? Heal those fears. Heal this connection even, or just like, yeah. I honestly feel like Spirit could be telling this person to not only release those things from the past, kind of like the message I was getting with you actually, so it's, I feel like again it's like a little bit of mirroring energy here. But it's like healing is necessary for this, but it's also like about turning things around for the better, you know? Or maybe even trying to help this person see things a little bit more optimistically even. Like this kind of like the energy I'm getting maybe. And honestly, I'm now seeing that these two cups that the angel is holding, it's almost telling me like, they're showing me, it almost feels like they're like holding, like each cup represents you, like each of you in this connection. And the Spirit's like, okay, now you guys, you know, fill each other with love and emotions and stuff, but it's like, this person just is like a little bit closed off to it at first. But with that Nine of Cups, I feel like it's going to be obvious that this is going to be a wish fulfillment. And it feels like it could be very much a beneficial wish fulfillment for the both of you. It feels like, yeah, this is going to make you very happy. This is going to give you a lot of emotional contentment. And I think that's why Spirit's like, okay, come together and share your cup of love with each other, you know? Because it's going to be worth it. And maybe this person doesn't see that at first. And they're a little bit afraid of it not becoming what it will, you know? It's, yeah, I feel like they're very much afraid of the past repeating itself. You know, like investing into something and having the payoff be nothing or harmful even, you know? But it feels like when they put energy into this, it's going to be mutually beneficial, and it's going to be a wish fulfillment, and it's going to be so emotionally fulfilling for the both of you. Eight of Pentacles again at the bottom of the deck, so this, I'm getting the message with this one. It almost feels like they're trying really hard and that could be, you know, overcoming their past stuff. But I'm honestly kind of getting sort of like I don't even know how to say this. Like, it's like, I almost feel like they're trying to listen to spirit, you know? Like they're trying to know what the universe wants them to do. And maybe they have a hard time believing in that, because it feels very much like this is a person that's physical, like very much based in the 3D reality that we live in. And so maybe they're the type of person that, like, I don't believe it until I see it sort of thing. And so they may struggle with their spirituality in terms of like, I don't see it, so like, how is it real sort of thing? And how do I trust in something that I can't see? It's very much giving me that kind of energy where it's like, this person could also be receiving signs in the world, like such as like repeating numbers, or maybe they see your initials somewhere or something like that. I feel like spirit is trying to give this person physical signs and synchronicities, because I feel like spirit knows this person well enough that it's like, I need to give you something physical because you're not going to believe it until you see it. So it feels like very much like spirit's like trying to get through to this person in the ways that this person will actually listen to and actually see and understand and all that. Okay. So let's clarify this Three of Cups. Also, double confirmation for Three of Cups. Yeah, let's start clarifying. Please and thank you, Spirit. Anything else? Thank you. Okay. Ooh. This is interesting. Okay, clarifying that Three of Cups, we got Two of Wands. So clearly making plans to come together with you. And this could be literally physically, like coming together and having an in-person conversation. It doesn't have to be though. He is holding the globe here, and sometimes like the world or the globe can be associated with like the World Wide Web, and so could be possible that this is an online sort of communication. But then the King of Swords comes out, so double confirmation for King of Swords. But this is good because it's telling me that this person, when they step into their King of Swords energy, they're going to be ready to communicate, you know? The King of Swords is straightforward. The King of Swords is a good communicator, clear and concise. Then the High Priestess, the Devil. So double confirmation for the Devil card. Ace of Wands. The High Priestess could be this person getting more in touch with their intuition, their emotions, or this could be, it could be indicating a few things. It could be that you two have like more of like a psychic sort of connection, you know, more 5D than 3D. But I'm also getting, you could know that this is going to come before it does. But I'm also getting, if this person is getting in touch with their feelings, if this person is accessing those emotions and all that stuff that's been building up for quite some time, it may sort of unlock the floodgates or open the floodgates, so to speak. Because they probably also have been through a lot of trauma, and that has created its own baggage. So they could have had like codependency issues, toxic traits, unhealthy relationship styles, addiction. There's like a bunch of different things that this could be. Some sort of obsession, which they could feel to a degree sort of obsessed with you. I don't know if it's like quite the devil obsessed, but it's possible. But honestly, I feel like this is more so them getting in touch with like their intuition, their feelings, you know, that realm, and that kind of unlocking or opening up a can of worms, you know. It's like things that they didn't really want to see about themselves. Like maybe it's even their shadow aspects of themselves that they're kind of seeing through this. Feels kind of like a spiritual journey, I'm not gonna lie. It feels like very much like they're getting tapped into spirit and their heart, and it's bringing up a bunch of stuff for them, and they don't like that feeling. And honestly, the Devil card is a very uncomfy card, you know? It's you know, this guy's big and scary. Like, who wouldn't want to, you know, who would want to deal with that guy, you know? And so, yeah, feels like they got to work through that darker shadow part of themselves, and maybe come to learn and accept that part of themselves as well. And maybe be forgiving towards themselves, compassionate towards themselves, because of what the ways in which they haven't been ideal, either as a partner, as a person, you know, it's going to be different for everyone. But the good thing about the Devil card is that these people have chains around their necks that are actually very loose, indicating that they have the control to remove themselves from this situation at any given time, and that the Devil is not the one with the power here, even though it feels like it is. So maybe this person's also realizing that they have more control over these things than they realized in the past. And then the Ace of Wands comes out. So they want a lot of like growth, or they see a lot of growth between the two of you. They may be very passionate, very attracted to you. Could be some sort of flirtatious message. Bottom of the deck is the Hanged Man, so clearly there is this spiritual awakening happening. This could also indicate delay, so maybe that's what this person is going through right now. If you're expecting to hear from this person, that's probably why this person hasn't reached out, is because they're currently going through it, it feels like. I feel like, you know, yeah, and almost it feels like when they get tapped into their emotions in that heart space that they're not used to being in, it's like it flips their world upside down, you know? Like all of these things that they've been suppressing for maybe years, maybe their whole life, you know? Like, yeah, it feels very much like their whole world turned upside down. And that's good because it helps them see from a different perspective, but it's also very disorienting and uncomfortable and kind of scary, you know? If that happens to anybody, it is. But they're learning so much by going through this semi difficult situation, because it's actually for their betterment and their good on their path. It just may be very uncomfortable in the 3D, it feels like. Like they're not comfortable with it, but I feel like maybe they're starting to see why this is all happening and why it's happening in this way. I think I want to clarify this Ace of Wands, because I'm curious. Please and thank you, Spirit. Can you clarify that Ace of Wands for me? Please and thank you. Okay, can you clarify that Ace of Wands for me? Please and thank you, Spirit. Can you clarify that Ace of Wands for me? Please and thank you, Spirit. Okay, thank you. The Hermit, which honestly, that kind of goes back to that Hanged Man energy, because that kind of tells me that, you know, there's the spiritual enlightenment that's a part of both of those cards, but also there's like the period of reflection in both of those cards. And so I feel like, yeah, this person's probably currently going through all of this. Yeah, it's a lot of internal reflection. So I think I was right when I was saying that when they tap into their emotions, when they access that heart space, that's when the Devil sneaks up on them, because it's like things that they've been suppressing, things that they haven't been wanting to look at. They have to now. But it's good for them. Like, it's part of their enlightenment. When they come out of this period, they're going to be so much wiser. They're going to know themselves much better. And they're going to know the path ahead, like where they're heading, you know? They're going to have more clarity, you know, from like going through this process. So it's very good for this person. Okay, so I'm almost seeing it now as like, even though like it feels like, honestly, I feel like their feelings for you is the reason why they're going through this hermit phase. it feels very much like, because this is a clarification of the Ace of Wands, so it feels almost like this Ace of Wands, which is like a lot of passion for you, could be attraction as well, but it almost feels like a desire for growth between the two of you. That is like their inspiration, their motivation for going through this hermit phase. Even though it's difficult, even though it's painful, and you know, it's not easy to go through that period of life, it's like they see how necessary it is and how they won't be able to achieve what they want to achieve, which I believe is a connection between the two of you, unless they go through this. Like, they know that what they want is on the other side of going through this process, pretty much. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Swords. So yeah, they're probably overthinking a lot during this time. Again, there's like pain attached to that, a lot of overthinking, feeling the feeling of being stuck, which honestly goes back to that Devil card for me. That feeling, it's more of an illusion of being stuck, because in this card they have the chains that they can just remove at any time. And then this person here can rub up against the swords to set herself free. And so it's like, there's ways out of these situations, but it feels scarier. And, you know, it appears much scarier and much more serious and much more like, I don't have any power in this situation. Both of those cards kind of give that energy. So it's like, yeah, this person is going through it. But I feel like they will reach that moment of clarity and understanding of themselves. Probably self-forgiveness and compassion as well, honestly. And I think that will help them break free from these it feels almost like mental cages, or even emotional cages, like just cages in general, I guess. Like, it feels very much like caged. The feeling of being caged, like this is inescapable kind of feeling. I think that those like the walls of the cage are going to be coming down as soon as they go through this, it feels like. So they're not going to be in this place forever, but it's definitely difficult for them right now, it feels like. At least that's what Spirit's seeing about this. Yeah. So they're probably, you know, overthinking a few things when it comes to this connection, for sure. And I think right now it's keeping them still in terms of their action, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it's a necessary part of this, because they have to go through all of that in order to, you know, show up as their best self for you. Let's clarify this Six of Swords. Please and thank you, Spirit. Please and thank you. Six of Swords. Please and thank you. Please and thank you, Spirit. You have for that Six of Swords. Please and thank you. Six of Swords, please and thank you, Spirit. Six of Swords, please and thank you. Spirit, shut up. Okay, that Six of Swords is clarified by the Four of Wands. I feel like I just mentioned the Four of Wands not too long ago. I had a feeling it was going to pop out. So the Six of Swords is really about being in this, you know, gray bleh area, right? Things are not, okay, hold on. Okay. Things are not serving you. It's not ideal, but you see somewhere that you can go, and you take action to go towards it, and it's much more brighter, much more optimistic. There's hope on the other side, you know, wherever they're going to. And so, like, when they leave this hermit mode, when they've done all of this inner reflection and healing, they're going to want to go towards what makes them happy. What is that sunshine after the rain? Like, what is that rainbow after the rain, you know? And it feels very much like a union with you, you know? Like, you are the rainbow for this person. Like, they probably have been feeling like stuck in this storm, like this rain cloud energy for quite some time, like even before all of this potentially. And yeah, when the rain stops, they're gonna be able to see like their wish come true. It feels very much like chasing that rainbow to the pot of gold, which is that connection, right? Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Pentacles. Like, this person, they see you as like making them like the happiest person, super stable, super connected to you. Like, they feel like you guys could like build an empire together. You guys would have like such a happy home life as well, is what I'm getting. Or you make them feel like they're at home as well. Like, there's so much security and abundance between the two of you. I feel like you two would be pretty much like a power couple, is what I'm getting. And that's what they see. And if they're not seeing that right now, that's what they're going to see. Okay, let's clarify the Star card now. Please and thank you, Spirit. Ooh. Oh my god, this is insane. I love this reading so much. Are you kidding me? Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. So, clarifying the Star card. Eight of Swords. Hanged Man. Eight of Pentacles. The Magician. Okay, you are their guiding star, for one. Like, I literally feel like you are the reason why this person's doing all of this work in the first place. Like, all of this internal work is due to you, and the fact that they see you as part of their destiny, you know? Like, part of their story, like, part of their purpose. And of course they're gonna feel like, you know, how can I accomplish this? Like, how can I possibly remove myself from these binds and go towards what I truly want here? But then the Hanged Man, you know, it's an uncomfortable situation to be in, but they're starting to see things clearer. They're starting to see the purpose of this. And they're thinking much more spiritually enlightened, you know, when it comes to this. Like, they see the spiritual significance of all of this. They see the bigger picture. And so they put in that work with the Eight of Pentacles. They put in that work to overcome those burdens, to act upon those things that they are realizing when it comes to their betterment. And they're putting in that real work. And then they step into the Magician energy. And I think that's like when they're going to manifest this and bring it into like the 3D. When they realize the power that they contain, the fact that they've put in the work, the fact that they are a powerful being and realizing that, and the fact that, you know, if they realize their own power, like, the world is their oyster, you know, they can get anything, anything that they put their mind to and they put that work in on, like, it's going to bring them what they want. And this was another part that just made me laugh. King of Wands at the bottom of the deck, you showed up as the Queen of Wands earlier. So this person is trying to become this for you. They see how beautiful, bright, and dazzling you are, and they want to match that energy. They want to be a good match to you. And that's why they're doing all this work in the first place, is because they know that this is necessary for this connection to be the beautiful, abundant connection that they know it can be. Oh, I just love this reading, okay? Okay, let's go on to the Sun card now. Please and thank you, Spirit. What do you have for that Sun card? Please and thank you. Please and thank you. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got for that Sun card? Please and thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Sun card clarified by the Four of Swords. Knight of Wands. Let's see if there's something else. Okay. Okay. How many more times can I say okay? Okay. Anyways. Swords, Knight of Wands, the Empress card. Okay, if I can hold the cards, that's the first problem. Okay, first obstacle, I guess. Judgment card, Nine of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. So, they go through this period of rest and recuperation, and this could be them going through the hermit phase and taking a step back so that they can work out all that stuff. And then it's like, yeah, they come out of that with energy, and they know what they want to do, they know what they want to communicate, and they go for it. And it's like, I see this as your energy. You know, you're abundant, you're beautiful, you're radiant, and this person is moving towards you at this point. The Judgment card is telling me okay, so this almost seems like a spirit, like message, like from spirit to that person about something. And there is a lot of like, you know, anxiety, fear, but then there's like patience that is like necessary. And I'm almost getting like, maybe this is like they have to show patience for themselves. I wonder almost if it's gonna trigger them at first. Like, even if this is a divine connection that's meant to happen, they may still have those feelings of insecurity, those overthinking thoughts, the feeling of like, even if it's a healthy connection, it could bring up those past memories of past relationships that were not healthy. And maybe that's what the spirit, like what the divine is trying to tell this person is like, be patient with yourself. You know, you don't have to go from 0 to 100, you know, you can take steps. You don't have to rush into this here. Because it feels like, yeah, they're going to still have those like mental obstacles for a little while, those periods of anxiety, overthinking, losing sleep, maybe being triggered, but it's like they do step into that position of being patient eventually. Also, that could be indicating that when this person comes towards you, maybe you ask them to slow down or something, or you like kind of like say, I need time to think about this, you know, like maybe there's something like that, and that leads them to overthinking and kind of thinking, oh no, it's over. But again, like it feels like there is growth happening here. You just have to be patient. And maybe that's another thing too, is like maybe they want to come in with guns blazing and just keep, you know, go in and be like, marry me today, you know, like, you know, I'm obviously exaggerating, but you know, they may want to rush in because they finally like built up the confidence or the energy or like whatever it is that will help them come forward. But yeah, it could be very well that you're like, okay, can we take a pause for a moment? This is a little intense. I need some time to think about this. You know, it feels very much like that because you're powerful. You know how to put boundaries up with people. You know how to talk to people. I feel like you're going to be very kind to this person if that's the way it goes down, you know. I feel like you're going to be very kind, very understanding with this person. Like, I don't think you're going to be like, it doesn't feel quite like Queen of Swords energy, which I would think the Queen of Swords might be a little bit straight and to the point, you know, kind of thing. You know, not really fluffing up things and just kind of skipping to the chase or something. What's that saying? Anyways, you know, like the Queen of Swords is a little bit like, you know, blunt, I guess. But the Empress, I feel like, is somebody that is good with those types of, or just like interacting with others in general. She's like powerful. She's used to, you know, she rules the empire with her person, which is the emperor. So she's used to kind of being somebody that people talk to, somebody that people look up to, you know. So she's used to kind of being diplomatic and, you know, understanding and, you know, receptive and stuff like that. Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, that could be truly what it is like they want to rush in, they want to like have all of this beautiful future like right off the bat, and you may just be like, you know, like, please, let's just take some time, you know, let's take some time to work ourselves up to that, because like, you know, that's a lot at once, you know. And it feels like, yeah, you probably would feel much more comfortable if it started out slow. You know, it's like, let's start like one step at a time. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, because I feel like you two still need to get to know each other. For the most part, it feels like. So I think that that's kind of what's going on with that. But again, this is what's going to make you both incredibly happy, because this is all clarifying the sun. And so I feel like once you two communicate and get on the same page with each other, and you know, you just take it slow, one day at a time, I feel like that's when it's going to really flourish into that happiness that the both of you crave. And I'm going to clarify this Devil card. Please and thank you, Spirit. Anything else about this? Thank you. Ooh, okay. So, we got the Devil card clarified by the Two of Swords, and then the Six of Wands. So, I think I'm correct with that Devil. The Devil energy is truly, I think, themselves, or like their own thoughts, past trauma. Like, it feels internal. It doesn't really feel harmful externally, because like sometimes that's the energy I get sometimes, where it's like maybe this person's toxic or something, but it feels very much like, it also feels like self-awareness to a degree as well. Like, they know that they have these darker aspects within them. They know that they have this shadow side to themselves, and they may feel kind of guilty about that at first, or it may kind of create those mental blockages at first, but it's like, they know that they want to have success in this situation, and they know that they want to come towards you, and they want to celebrate you. They want to appreciate you. Yeah, and then they know, again, they know that this is worth overcoming. This like time of uncertainty, of indecisiveness. It feels very much like, yeah, it's meant to happen in this way for a reason. And I feel like that's what Spirit is maybe trying to tell this person. Is like, maybe it's okay for this person to one moment be like, I can do it, and then the next minute being like, oh my gosh, but I'm like super insecure and like blah 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 blah, you know. And it's like, maybe Spirit is like kind of reassuring this person that that's all part of the process, right? Because like, you know, whether we're currently on our healing journey, or you know, we did our healing journey a while ago or something, which personally I think it never ends, but that's just me. But anyways, that's just my opinion. Not, you know, necessarily fact. But yeah, where was I going with this? Yes, so like, I think we all have had times in our spiritual enlightenment journey, or really any journey, you know, where you're trying to achieve something. There's a back and forth. There's like, you know, progress is not a straight line. It is very much an up and down. Hopefully upwardly up and down, you know, but it's definitely not going to look like this, you know. It's not going to be like, whoop, okay, I'm there, it's great, and we're never going to go anywhere else, you know. There's going to be a little bit of like ebb and flow, back and forth, up and down, like, so like any mental confusion that this person is experiencing, I feel like Spirit is here to say to that person, like, it's okay, this is normal, this is part of the process. You're going to have times when you don't know what to do. You're going to have times when you know exactly what to do. And it's okay. You don't have to go all or nothing. You don't have to force yourself to... But yeah, it feels like Spirit is definitely trying to reassure this person that it's all part of the progress. You're going to have back and forth, but it's not any indication that you're not making progress. Bottom of the deck, Three of Wands. So I feel like they're going to find the right time to come forward, because they do want this success with you. And I feel like maybe they realize too, or maybe they realize this after they act, but it's like, I think their payoff is going to be way better than they were anticipating. To me, yeah, that kind of is giving me that energy. Like, they're going to be celebrated when they come forward to fight for this. And I think it's you that is celebrating this person. I feel like you may have like very similar feelings to this person, even if you do ask them to sort of slow things down a little bit. I feel like you do like this person and you do want to celebrate their accomplishments, the things that they do well. But yeah, when they finally come forward, I feel like you're gonna be excited and you're gonna be wanting to celebrate this person just as much as they would like to celebrate you. I feel like you're both very brilliant people who have done wonderful things and overcome so many challenges, and I feel like you're gonna relate to that and you're gonna connect on that. And it's gonna be a way bigger payoff than I think they think, you know? Because I think their worst fears are like coming towards you, you rejecting them, you hating them forever or something like that. But it's like, well, confirmation, noisy motorcycle. Anyways, where is it going with this one? Yes, they're gonna have a much friendlier reception than they think that they are with you. And I think, yeah, the proof is in the pudding is pretty much what I'm getting. You know, like they will see it when they act and realize that, oh, the reality wasn't that scary. I don't know what I was overthinking for, you know, kind of thing. And they're gonna find the right moment and they're gonna act in that moment. They're just looking for this like right time, it feels like. Especially after they go through all of this like back and forth healing, trying to deal with those shadow aspects of themselves and stuff. They're gonna find the right moment to act and then they will act. It feels like there may be, they'll feel it out for a little bit before they act, it feels like. I'm almost even getting the message of like testing the waters. So that could be something where like they kind of like at first maybe open up in a more casual way. Maybe open the lines of communication in a very casual way at first. It feels very much like I'm gonna dip my toes in before I dive in, you know? So maybe they'll kind of gauge your like interactions between the two of you. Maybe they'll just bring up a conversation and be like, well, they look very happy when they're talking to me, so maybe I have a chance here. You know, it's like those small little things that I feel like they're going to use to help reassure them that they're actually going to meet success when they come towards you. Yeah, so I think that this person is going to be much more successful than they think that they are. And this is like, yeah, Spirit is really laying it out very clear here. You both have your own stuff that you're working through. I feel like you may be just slightly more ahead than this person on your healing journey and all that. But this person is making progress. And it seems like this is a lot. And especially if this person is not used to doing this kind of work, it's gonna be overwhelming. It's gonna be exhausting, you know? And so I would just suggest to maybe embody this card, you know, be patient with this person. It's going to take him or them, I don't know why I said him, but, you know, whoever, of any gender. This person is going through all of this, and it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be exhausting. I think it's just important for you to kind of keep the empathy that I know you have, and just be understanding that it's going to take this person a little bit of time. And you know, the fact that this person is even putting in all of this work, I feel like speaks volumes about the character of this person, because this is not easy work to do, and a lot of people choose just flat out to not do this kind of work. And so I feel like that speaks volumes again about this type of person. They take you seriously, and they know that they need to do this in order to be on your level. And so they're gonna. And they are, I think. Yeah, like, literally, they are. And they know it's not gonna be easy, but it's gonna be worth it. And maybe they'll, like, feel that part of, like, it's worth it. Maybe they'll feel that closer to the end, where they're, like, starting to build up confidence and stuff. But yeah. I feel like they're just going to be genuinely, like, pleasantly surprised when they come forward. Yeah. And then there will be that balancing of the scales, balancing of this connection between the two of you. There will be balance. And transformation, the butterfly. I can't believe I forgot that, yeah. Transformation is going to be a huge part of this connection. I think you both are transforming and evolving and stuff. But I think this connection is also transforming itself, you know? But yeah, So that's the reading. I know this is probably super long. I don't even want to look at the time because it's probably super long. Hopefully people will still want to watch it even if it's 2 hours long. Anyways, if this resonated at all, feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you subscribe, you can become a part of the Hive Collective, because my name is Bee. Bees live in hives, and you can come on over and be like me, and we could be a little bee family together. Yeah, so if you like my videos and you'd like to see more, be sure to click that bell icon so that you are notified when I upload next, because YouTube is tricky sometimes. It doesn't like to show people my videos. But anyways, where's it going with this? Yes, thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate you, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.